How are you?
Yeah, I'm also fine. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm also doing great. Okay, so as we know, we are meeting very first time, so I think introduction is very important. So please tell me about yourself.
Yes, definitely. Also, first of all, thank you for giving this opportunity to introduce myself in front of you. I am Santanu Das. I am from West Bengal. By profession, I am a working person. And if I talk about my education qualification, I have completed my graduation in mathematics subject. And if I talk about my hobby, I always like playing cricket and football. Apart from also, I am running my one YouTube channel, which name is Learning English with SD. Yeah, that's all about me. And please
Okay.
introduce, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. Thanks for giving me this lovely opportunity. Well, my name is Mansi Vajpayee, as you know that. And if I talk about, I belong to Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. If I talk about my education, so of course, I have done my master's subject of English literature. And apart from this, I am running my bachelor's. I am an English trainer. And I'm also running my YouTube channel, name of English Tours 27. That's it.
Yes. It is nice
Yeah.
also. And ma'am, also you are speaking very well, and you have completed your master in English language. But how long have you been speaking English?
No, I have not done English language, English literature. I have done my master.
Yes.
Yes, and if you talk about how have I been learning this language? So of course, I have been learning this language since 2022.
22.
Yeah,
Yes.
on that time I was joined of an institute, and then
And ma'am, in which purpose are you learning English? Are you speaking English? What is your goal?
just because of just because of to improve my personality, improve my skills, and I want to add one more skills in my communication skills. So it's called English, and you know what, English is very essential language to those people who are belong to rural area. Yeah, we can say that the UP board and the Hindi medium boards, because they don't know what is the English. How can you talk to English? And if you really want to crack any exam interviews, then also you need to add English. So of course, that's the purpose behind. And
Yes.
my friends' background also totally English medium. I am only one person who was unable to speak English, so I just try to learn this language.
And when you are studying in your school life, that time also was your school in English medium?
No, my school was totally a Hindi medium, UP board.
Yes. And
Yeah,
ma'am
so
also,
nobody. Mm-hmm.
and what do you do in your spare time?
I'm sorry.
What do you do in your free time?
What I do in my free time, we talk about my hobby. Of course, I am very foodie person. So when I free, I always cook the food for me, and it's something nothing else. Whatever I like on the time, I just cook and enjoy a food. So that the things I do in a free time.
Ma'am, what kind of food do you like cooking?
No, I don't like cooking, but I like to enjoy a food. So if I just give the order to someone, no, you have to cook for me. So I think this is not possible right now. So if I free, I always cook for me, and I enjoy the food.
Yes.
And if talk about kind of food, so of course I am a vegetarian, so I always prefer to the vegetarian food, like anything else which is like a junk food, burger, pizza, and Maggie, and all our things. That thing.
Do you like junk food?
Yeah, of course I like very much.
Yeah.
I not
Do you
like, I
like
love it.
biryani? Do you like biryani?
Yeah, if biryani is a vegetarian, so of course I like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And ma'am, also you are speaking very well, but how much time do you practice every single day?
Every single day. So if I honest to be here, I am not giving a proper time right now because I am running my batches. I teach on the batches. So before the teaching, I read on my topic what I have to teach in front of two students. So that things I can say that on that time I was studying. I'm studying, but if you ask me proper which times of I given to no, I am not giving a particular time this time because I am preparing of this uh, government job exams. So of course, I'm just much focused about that.
Yes. Right now also you teach also many students. You teach to many students. Yeah.
No, it's not a too much amount I have, but I run my two batches an institute.
Yes. And ma'am, also did you join any coaching center for your speaking English?
Yeah, of course, I have joined a one institute. when I was unable to speak English. So of course I need to just improve my communication skills. So I joined, and on the time I was unable to learn because I just collected lots of knowledge about the English. But when I come to the teaching, so I started speaking.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And what do you think? English grammar is important for speaking English?
Yes. From my side, because I belong to UP board, so of course, English grammar is important. Those people who are learner and who are beginner also, they don't know single step about the grammars. Of course, on that types of person, English grammar is important. But if your background belongs to English medium board, so on that condition, you don't need a grammar. You are proper, always you are also knowledge about the grammar. So I think you don't need a grammar. But if I talk about myself, I really need a grammar when I was learning this language because my background is background belong to UP board, so I don't have any much knowledge about the grammar. So of course I need all the time.
Yes, yes, definitely also. Ma'am, also I am asking another question also in English related also. What do I know also properly to speak English fluently? Always you have to follow four rules: A, L, S, R, W. Listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Four things are very important for speaking English. But what do you think? What is the most important part for speaking English?
Okay, I would like to give the answer of that question because you know what, that totally depend to person. Okay, that's my opinion because yeah, everybody suggests to us, no, you have to work on the four sides, four habits you have to include if you really want to become a fluent speaker. But in my side, I don't want to suggest, no, you have to do these all are things properly. First thing is that you have to find out your level. What is your level? Which part is
Yes,
your strong? Because if I am kind of person, I'm not good at reading. So I cannot suggest to myself, no, I have to read more and more. That the thing get the fluency and the lots of things. No, if I am good at listening, so I think I have to work start on the listening. So that the things totally depend to person. First, you have to find out which segment is your strong. Like that, you are reading. Your reading is good. Your listening is good. Your anything is good. So of course, you should work on like way because if you give your interest part, so that the things give you 100%. Okay, so because this is a language and we don't try to waste our time. We just utilize our time just because of the best need. What is our best need? So of course you should work. Yeah, each and everything, each and every segment is important. But first you have to utilize that. First you just think like that. What is your important things? Like a listening and the reading and the watching. What is your like most? So if your like first thing is priority is that reading, so of course you should work on the reading. And if your listening part is strong, so of course you should work on the listening that the things. That is my
yes,
opinion. I'm not talking about the like another people. What about your opinion? What do you think like most?
yes. In my point of view, also listening and speaking is the most important part for speaking English. I know also four things are very important, but most important part also listening and speaking. Yeah. right
Yeah,
now also we are right now also we are talking each other, but you are also speaking. After that also I have to listen, and finally also I have to understand. Right now also I am speaking. Yeah, listening and speaking is the most important part for speaking English in my point of view also, ma'am. Ma'am, I
yeah.
am asking I am asking another question also. Which is the better which is the better process? Thinking English or translating English? Which is the better?
I think this question also up to person. You know what? We such type of different types of mind we have. Okay, and if you are English medium board, if you are studying English medium board, so you don't need to translations. Okay, your mind is okay with the speak something. Okay, but if don't belong to English medium board, so of course you need to translate something. You cannot translate anything by the chance. Okay, you have to just use the words. You just need a proper structure. Then you can use. But day by day, when you're translating, so of course, in upcoming days, you will be perfect on that stanzas and the comprehensions. You can speak well. You don't need a translation. But if your background is a basic, so of course, you should start the first working on the translation. Because
Yes,
if you
yes,
don't know, अगर मैं आपसे बोलूं मैं जानता हूँ, and if you don't know which trends I have to use in this structure, then how can I translate it and how can I
yes,
speak fluent? So first we need to just set up our target. We need to set up the syntax for this formula for the sentence, and then we can use. That is my opinion because in my institute I also tell us my students also first you have to just collect the knowledge, then just spread the knowledge. So because it's for the speaking journey, I think we have to need a three process more. first we have to listen carefully, then we have to think, then we have to speak.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
because and आज की generation में क्या होता है, first we speak, we want to speak, second we have to think, and last we listen. So that the
yes,
opposite things. We have to just push out our arrow. First, we have to listen carefully. Second, we have to think, and third, we have to speak. That the things that are the rule. I think very important to those people who are learning this language.
yes, yes. And mama, I am asking another question also. When you start your speaking journey, that time also, what kind of voices do you follow? Did you follow?
You know what? When I was learning this language, so I'm not sure I'm able to speak this language or not. But starting time, I just collect the knowledge, like a vocabulary, because someone just suggests to me vocabulary is very important. If you don't have any idea about the vocab, then how can you translate any sentence? How can you speak any word? And that is the reality. Because if you don't have a words, then how can you imagine like that I can speak a single sentence by the help of the vocab? So of course, first I started learning a vocabulary more and more. Then I consume the, then I focus the syntax. What is the syntax process? And after that, when I have a knowledge, so of course I just add the things and I start to speaking. I listen anything, I speak. That is my main motive. I have to speak more and more. And that the things give the fluency. Just believe me, when I was learning this language, I was unable to speak. But when I come to teaching, when I come to teaching materials, so of course on that time I just gain a lots of knowledge and I started speaking. And of course now I can speak, I can explain myself, I can views and ideas also too.
Yes, yes, definitely, also definitely. And ma'am, how many members do you have in your family?
I have a 5 member in my family.
Yes, and you are belong to Uttar Pradesh.
Yeah, I proper belong to Uttar Pradesh, Kanpur. Have you heard the Kanpur city name?
Yes, yes, I know, I know.
You belong to
Yes,
West Bengal, am I right?
yes, yes.
So your native language is not a Hindi?
No, no, no. Bengali is my mother tongue.
Okay, so and mid in this video I speak Hindi. Then you are able to understand or not?
Yes, yes. I also know. I also know Hindi little bit. Yeah.
Okay. That's a good because I just tried to speak in Hindi and I forget the things. You know that or not know that?
Okay, okay. And ma'am, and how many languages did you do you know?
Only two languages, Hindi and English.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes. Also,
Yeah, and
I know three languages. Bengali is my mother tongue. I know Hindi little bit, and right now also after learning English, I am being able to speak English little bit.
okay, that's a good. In your side, any people speak in Hindi? Yeah, everybody speaks in English. Sorry, what West Bengali language?
Actually, Bengali is my mother tongue. Most of the people they are always talk in Bengali language, but few
Mm-hmm.
students also they also speak in Hindi. Yeah.
Hindi subject is available or not?
No, 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 no. Hindi subject is not
No.
available in our school. Yeah.
Yeah. So how you learn this language Hindi?
Yeah, every most of the people in our state also they are always watch the Hindi movie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After listening also after watching the Hindi movie they are also they can speaking Hindi little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I didn't watch any West Bengali movie, so I don't know language of that, and even I don't know any other language. I know only two languages, and if which I am job preparing of course stenography language, then I also know that. Do you know that stenography language, the coding
No, no,
language?
no, no, no.
Okay. So I'm preparing of the stenographer exams. So of course that language also, but I think we should not add this language to spoken part because this is not a spoken language.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
And ma'am, and
So
yeah,
mhm.
carry on.
I'm asking to you, how have you been using your YouTube channel? I mean to say, how much time you have spent?
Yes, every single day. Also, right now, also I talk to people also, or only two or three people also, and it is also video call. But when I talk to audio call and five or six, I talk to people five or six. Yeah, every single day.
Mhm. Okay, but I'm asking how have you been using this platform for the YouTube?
Oh
When
yes.
I mean to say, when you start to uploading a video on your YouTube.
Yeah, I have been running my YouTube channel only for 1 month. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
I have been speaking
I
English
think
for a
it's
long
a
time.
new.
Yes, yes, new person. Yeah. And I
Mm-hmm.
have been speaking English for a long time for 1 year, but I have been speaking English about 6 months. And I have been learning English for 1 year. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So, what is your opinion? I mean to say, what your purpose about the learning this language?
No, no, no. I work in a hospital as an attendant. There is no need to speak English. But I am learning English because there is another reason. Yeah, I know also English is
Mm-hmm.
a communication language as well as is an international language to communicate each other, to communicate other country of people. English is necessary. English is needful language also. But I know I am learning English because there is another reason. Because when I was starting in my school life, when I was starting in class 8 standard and 9 standard, that time my English was not good. And that time also I was always scared of the English subject. And that time also I could not write one sentence in English properly. And right now also whenever I get free time, I always try to learn English. In this time also I can write properly, but I cannot speak properly. That's why also I am practicing right now. And after practicing right now also I am being able to speak a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a good. That means you are passionate about this language. You
Yes,
much
yes.
interested about this language. The second question I would like to ask you here, as the same question I would like to ask you. The same question is that you just asked me, important or not, because your native language is a Bengali, and how can?
Yes, in my point of view, also I have been learning English for a long time, and I have told before also I did not know any. I did not write one sentence in English properly. But after learning, after completing the grammatical rules, also right now I am being able to speak a little bit. And in my point of view, also English grammar is important for speaking English because when you talk to another people, that time also grammar is not important. But when you talk in the in front of the interviewer, that time also English is very grammar is very important. Yeah, they
Mhm.
also observe your speaking English and you are and what kind of making mistake, what kind of a word making mistake you. Yeah, they also follow me. That's why also I in my point of view also English grammar is important.
Yeah, of course. That is also my opinion. Grammar is important. Okay, so do you have any another question do you want to ask me? Otherwise, we have spent our 17 minutes to each other.
Yes, yes, yes. I have a lot of questions, but right now also today that's enough. Also, I will tell
No, no. If
another.
you have questions and you would like to ask, you of course go ahead. You can ask.
Yes, yes. You are from UP, and I did not know properly what is the culture of in your UP. But what kind of festival is famous in your in your state?
I think how can I describe these things? There's a lot of festival we are celebrating like a Holi, Diwali, Raksha Bandhan, and Durga Puja, and lots of festival. And then recently I have celebrated the Holi also. I think Holi is a major festival you also celebrated or not?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, of course. So these types of festivals is important for us.
yes. Yes. And what kind of place is very famous in your locality, in your state?
Agra
Agra. Yes, yes,
for the purpose of the Taj Mahal. That's why. And
yes,
now
yes,
the Ayodhya is also famous because
yes,
you know
yes,
what, the Ram Mandir.
yes, yes,
So each and every state, each and every city is a famous. So I cannot describe only single things, but now is a famous too. And our
yes, yes.
country is also famous for the leather, where I am
Mm.
living.
Yes, all right, ma'am. Also, nice to meet you. Also, you are speaking very well. Yeah,
Okay,
all right. Have
thanks
a
to
good day.
you.
Yes, yes.
Okay, same to you.
Same.